Welcome to another adventure, gang. Where are we off to today? Well, as you saw in the beginning here, we were on the road again to Indianapolis. Actually, not to Indianapolis, no. Actually, Speedway, Indiana. We're attending the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, and I say we, it's Deb and I. Right, Deb?
Yep.
All right. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, we're on our way. So follow us. Join us on our journey today. It's cloudy. It's 50, I think, 6 outside right now. Last year we ran into rain. This year they say no rain. Cooler temperatures, cloudy skies. Let's head to the track. All right. We're just walking and walking and walking. You guys see the blimp there? Goodyear blimp.
This is not just
well, we made it to our seats. We're in section 13, row 3. Right, Deb? Right. We're hoping this is it. The guy we asked the yellow shirt down when we came in asked us, is this it, Northwest Vista? And he said, just points. And he's going, oh, this way, this way. Okay. We walked down, wrong way, dude. So, I don't know, but it is section 13. And like I said, I think we're in our right seats. So, where is our seats at? Okay. We're coming out of turn 4, and I'll show it to you here in a second. But we are coming out of turn 4, and we can watch them. Well, I'm sorry, I got to retract that. We're coming out of the short chute into turn 4. That's what it is. We're in the short chute, coming in out of turn 4. So let me do this. I'm going to throw this to you and show you where we're at here. Sorry about the camera movement. So, over here, there's the short chute, and we'll have the cars coming right in front of us here, making their way into the short chute, into turn number 4, and the main straightaway. That's where we're at. And of course over there, I don't know if you can see it or not, I'll try to zoom in, got the main stage, they got the concert going already. Yep, party in Indy. Party in Indy. Sold out this year. Can't believe it. Yeah, 350,000 plus. It's going to be here at the track. Hasn't been sold out. The 500 has not been sold out since the 100th running 9 years ago. Unbelievable. So, and why? I have no idea. Last year, I believe they had a little over 250,000, something like that. But this year, out of nowhere, they sold all the tickets for Indianapolis on this race. That means the Indianapolis market, no blackout. They're able to watch the race live as it's happening from home today. So, and for us to get here today, I will admit, it took a little longer to get here because the way we come in, for the track, I don't go down, 465. We don't come down Claremont Street. We actually back roads, back streets to get here. What normally takes me about, I don't know, once I get off of 465 onto Michigan Road, usually takes us about 25, 30 minutes. That took us only halfway. Traffic was backed up today, so it took a while to get here. But that's okay. We made it, and we're ready to go racing. Want to see what it's like with 350,000 people? That's not all of them, obviously, because we're walking. First of all, you have the official merchandise tent there, right? Okay. When I zoom out and I come back over, the line is all the way to where you see the Miller Lite canopy over there. That's the line just to get in to that store. So looking at the old watch, it is 10:25 Central Time. Race, green flag doesn't happen until 12:45 Eastern, 11:45 Central. And already we're backed up just to get back to our seats after we walked around and took a look at things. So we'll see how long it takes to get to our seats now.
the
All right, check this out with the Black Hawk helicopters. I mean, they are hovering over the track. The Black Hawk helicopters are actually leading the field. Now that's pretty cool. Got to admit, that is pretty cool. So you can't even get the race started right off the bat. Scott Dixon's car's on fire and somebody else wrecked, and that's during just a warm-up. We haven't even started, haven't even dropped the green flag yet.
Pace car about to pull away.
Turn number 3. So Sato to second behind O'Warren.
Well, let's see if you guys can hear me or not with the microphone.
To get it done.
At the race here, we've got 17 laps left here in the race. Here they come around turn 3.
So 17 laps to go. Third car in line is the race leader.
See what happens here.
Erickson and Pillow. Seemed to have put a little bit of a gap back to Malukas. Knocked around on pit road and had to go all the way back in traffic. Came all the way back through.
Chip Ganassi Racing is leading.
Have a shot at winning.
He's the third car right there. The AHL car. The final lap.
They're in turn 2, it's Pillow.
Alex Pillow still leads the race
Lead coming up
as we speak.
Diving low. Now trying to stay low. He still has those 2 guys in front of him. They're going to come up.
Here they come, coming out of 3. Last turn.
Here comes Alex Pillow, turn 3. Marcus Erickson can he make a lap? Turn 4. Oh, caution on the track. Caution comes out.
We got a caution on the track.
Turn 2 and a big one.
And the checkered flag comes out. Alex Pillow wins the Indianapolis 500. Alex Pillow is your winner of the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. He did it.
Made our way out of the grandstands, and as we can see, Jamie Little is interviewing Alex Pillow.
Tough conditions out there, especially when you wear like.
Last year's race was more, I thought, exciting than this year, but not taking anything away from this. It just, I guess my first question is to everybody, to start the race, they counted 4 laps. The green flag hadn't even dropped. How do you get 4 laps when the green flag didn't drop and they're on a warm-up lap and the guy wrecks and they were counted as laps? I'm not sure. Somebody explain that to me. But it is a lot of fun down here. Deb and I enjoy it. And like I said, we're getting ready to head out of here. Over 350,000 people here. Unbelievable. Crowd as we walk out. This is what we're seeing. There's the funniest thing. Keep Indy clean. Let's see. How are we doing? Pretty empty, if you ask me. They were throwing beer cans, garbage, everything all around the place. Let me tell you. Definitely a madhouse. But Georgetown Avenue, wide open for pedestrians only. At this point, now I do see a pickup truck up here that looks like they want to turn, but I don't know if they're going to make it or not. But like I said, it is a madhouse. Everybody's starting to head out. And there you go. Can you imagine camping here, though? I mean, really. Would you bring your RV down here? Guess where we're at? Come on, I'm going to show you. This is pretty cool because where we're from, up in northwest Indiana, there's nothing left. They got rid of them. They got rid of Red Lobster. We found one in Kokomo. So come on, let's go. So we made it in, and don't mind if I do. Yeah, a little do. Get it? So hard to believe. I thought all Red Lobsters were closed, and by golly, not here in Kokomo, Indiana. That's for sure. Got the specials. They've got at least we're in the bar section. That's where they set us, and quite a few people in here. So that's a good thing. Where we live, they closed down the Red Lobster there. So it's a tradition that my wife and my son started when they would go to the race, and when they were done, they would make their bet on their way back home. They would always stop at Red Lobster. So that's what we're doing here today, hoping. Now, here's the surprise. I couldn't believe here in Kokomo how long, and leave a comment if anybody knows, how long ago did Golden Corral close? Every time we came through here, before US 31 was a bypass, it was always busy. And now there's a Culver's there. It's like, wow. So when did that close? Also, when's the last time you've been to a Red Lobster? Do you even have a Red Lobster where you're at? Let me know, again, in the comments below. Let us know. Just kind of curious of what you guys do. Last question. When you go to a race, anybody that goes to the 500, do you, when you're heading back home, if you're like us, we're about a 3-hour drive home, do you stop and get something to eat? If so, where do you stop? Do you have a tradition like we're doing here at Red Lobster? Again, leave comments there in the comments section. How's that? All right, we're going to get some food, and then we're out of here heading home. Made it home finally. That was a long trip home, I've got to admit. It took us, we were parked in a yard that, oh man, I can't think of the street name, but we were actually 2 blocks away from the entrance in turn 4 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway today. Same spot that we were last year, or off the same street, but 1 house away. We were blocked in, just totally blocked in. So we had to wait, I want to say about 30 minutes there. And then it took another 90 minutes for us to leave once we got onto Georgetown Avenue all the way to 465. It took us 90 minutes. So total 2 hours after we left the track. Matter of fact, we left the track at 3:35 p.m. Central Time, to give you an idea when we left. I made some notes. Actually, Debbie did on the way back as I was driving, so I wouldn't forget things. So forgive me if I look at my notes and then back and forth, but I wanted to do a quick recap here today. First of all, congratulations to Alex Palou, who won today's Indianapolis 500, the 109th running. Yeah, that was his first victory at the track. He overtook Marcus Ericsson with just over 10 laps to go and held on the lead until, of course, the checkered flag. How much did he win? This is my big thing, because I was telling Debbie later on, the Indy 500 has as far as I know of, has the biggest prize package out of any racing circuit here in the U.S. And today, it's estimated to be between $4.5 to $5 million, with the total race purse nearing $20 million. Wow. Of course, Palou will be receiving the traditional Borg Warner Trophy replica, and of course, he had his bottle of milk in Victory Lane this afternoon. Not bad for Alex Palou, so congratulations to him. All right, let's talk the weather. They were not calling for rain. When we left this morning, no rain in the forecast. Somebody needs to get their act together if you're a meteorologist. That's all I got to say. Maybe that's what I should have became, was a meteorologist instead of a radio disc jockey, and then that way I could be wrong all the time and still keep my job, right? Delayed about a half hour, and even during the race, before the first 100 laps, there was some sprinkles out there as well, but luckily it didn't stop the race at that point. Things to take. Again, another note, if you're going, if you've never been to the 500, you need cash for parking. That's it. The inside the Speedway is cashless. So the only cash you would need is for parking. You can bring in your own coolers, you can bring in your own food, you can bring in your own drinks as long as it's not glass bottles. You have your chairs, those bleacher chairs that basically you just lean back and sit. You can bring your own if you want to do that, or you can rent. I thought I saw it was for $15 per at the track today. Jackets. Today you needed a jacket. Not a lot of people, no, I shouldn't say a lot. There are a few people that didn't need a jacket. I'll be honest, we did, and I'm glad that we had a jacket. Matter of fact, everybody around us had a jacket today. Also, a poncho or raincoat, you might want to take that. I learned again today, I'm not going to trust the weatherman ever again. When I go down to the race, I'll have a raincoat or a poncho with me because they can't seem to hit it for whatever reason. Also, a hat, you might want to take that. Got my McLaren hat on today, and that's really it. Now, a couple other things I want to go over, and I need some help here, some clarification. Today's race, they started, and just in the warm-up lap, obviously there was the wreck. They counted that as one lap. And then by the time we got word, already 4 laps had been counted, and out of the 4, they hadn't even dropped the green flag yet. And I'm just wondering, what did I miss? What rule is that? I didn't think you could count the laps until the green flag is dropped. So help me out. Leave a comment. Help me out. Answer my question there. When did they drop the green flag? And before they dropped it, why were they counting laps? I don't get that. The helicopters that you saw earlier, oh my gosh, that was probably, for me, the highlight of today, because they were so low and just above the cars along the track. That was something I've never seen before, and kudos to them for doing that today. And finally, are you going next year? 110th. The 110th running of the Indianapolis 500. Deb and I will be there for sure. If things work out, we'll buy our tickets and we will go back. Will you go to the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500? Better yet, were you there for today's race, the 109th? If you were, I would love to get your link. Show me what you've got on video. Leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you too, because like I said, we had a great time. Overall, we really did. And to us, it's a day at the racetrack. It's a great day to spend together and, meet some new people as well. I hope you enjoyed the short vlog that we had today of today's running of the 109th Indianapolis 500. Kudos to everybody at the 500. Alex Palou, who won today, congratulations to him. And stick around. We've got more videos coming up, so I'm working on them. Been away for a couple of weeks trying to take care of some other things, but we'll get back into the habit of uploading videos every Saturday. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.